Hi guys. It's been a while. I honestly wasn't planning on filming anything. Well, let me start over. Hi. It's been a while. I hope you're all doing well. If you've just stumbled upon this video, my name is Melanie. I'm the owner and dyer for Big Little Yarn Co. And you can find me on Instagram at Big Little Yarn Co. I have a website, biglittleyarn.com, but haven't been on in forever. Life has been pretty crazy. I've been really busy with yarn dyeing and packing orders, and things have finally slowed down just enough to where I can sit down and like talk to you. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've just been working this whole time. I feel like I haven't gotten as much done as I wish I would have in between the time that I've spoken to you last, but maybe that's just like relatively speaking. I'm not really sure where I left off. But yeah, so I was thinking about when to hop back on and how to hop back on. Like, I just feel a bit, honestly, a little overwhelmed with how much I have to catch you up on, I guess. Although I feel like, I mean, you are all super kind. You probably don't mind, but I don't know. I just don't really know where to start. So I thought instead of starting at like a new podcast episode where it would probably be like 2 hours long. I mean, like my normal episodes are 1 hour long, so I figure a new podcast episode with all my new stuff and catching you up will probably be about 2 hours long. So I was thinking, I'm filming this not knowing whether or not I'm going to post it, but I'm hoping that maybe I can just film a little bit every day, especially because it's Vlogmas. I know I'm not gonna want to post a new video every day. That's just a bit too much for me at the moment, just because I'm still working. I'm still packing up everything. Once I finish this batch of orders, I'm taking December and January off, just to rest, because I'm pregnant. One of the big news, one of the reasons why life has been a bit hectic is that I'm pregnant. So I'm 21 weeks pregnant. Well, I'll be 22 weeks on Thursday. Today is, I'm filming on my phone. Today is, I believe, the November 30th, which is a Tuesday. So on Thursday it'll be 22 weeks. But so yeah, that's a thing. So what was I saying? So yeah, yeah, I haven't had a chance to just rest other than like for holidays, my birthday and weekends kind of thing. Like, I just kind of really want to just sit and be pregnant. I'm really tired all the time. So I'm taking December and January off, so I'll be doing a lot of knitting. So I thought it'd be nice to maybe just film a little bit every day of what I've been working on. That way when I'm posting a new podcast episode, I could just tell you to go look at this instead of having to spiel on for quite a long time. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's the plan. I wish I decided to do this earlier today. Not sure why I decided to do it now. Right now it's about maybe like 3 in the afternoon. Today I've just been packing orders. I went to the grocery store, had pizza for lunch. Maybe I'll just post like the stories that I post on Instagram here. But went to the post office, had pizza for lunch, went to the supermarket, because I like to cook dinner every day, or try to. So after that, I was just pooped. Like, my energy levels, like, during pregnancy have just shot all the way down. So after that, I took like an hour-long nap. I feel much better now. Yeah, so I'm gonna pack some more orders till like maybe 5:30ish, and then I'm gonna start cooking dinner. But oh yeah, maybe I should just talk about my new FO. So I posted this on Instagram earlier today when I had my outfit on, but now I just have sweatpants on, so don't mind me. But this is my new FO. This is the Clove sweater by Rachel Knits Things. She's Rachel Knits Things on Instagram. Her real name is Rachel Kumihara. Yeah, so she designed this very wonderful, like, I don't want to say basic, but very essentially kind of sweater. It has drop sleeves, and I knit this out of Wisteria in my Trusty sock base. So that's the 75/25 sock base. And I also dyed up my own little bit of Shiso, which is like a tonal purple on like this Suri alpaca lace weight base that I had some samples of, but I decided not to bring it into the shop just because of like for this particular supplier, the cost was a bit iffy. So anyways, I had this extra bit lying around, so I dyed it up for myself. So it looks, it's super fuzzy and soft. And let me just get up so you can see the bump. Sorry, I'm wearing sweatpants, but it's a cropped sweater, and then it has this split hem. I made the back a little longer than the front just because I thought it was cute. And also I ran out of this the Suri after I finished the sleeves. I usually knit the sleeves and the collar first before I start on the main body. I just kind of knit like an inch of the body just to give it a little structure, and then I go ahead and knit the collar and the sleeves, and then I knit the body. So by the time I got to the body, I started to run out of this Shiso Suri alpaca base, so I had to dye myself some more, but I was kind of unsure about whether or not I'll be able to match the dye lots as well, just because it's hand dyed, so it would block kind of funny if I were to mess up a little bit. So because of that, I purposefully dyed up this Suri alpaca, this Shiso, to be about a couple of shades darker than what it should have been, because just so that I could say I did it on purpose. And then I went ahead and I faded the newer skein into the old one. So now it's like I did it on purpose. No one will be able to tell unless I told you, which I did. So yeah, that's my new FO. So yeah, I'm so out of breath. Being pregnant is like it's obviously my first. As you can see, I have no children right now. Yeah, being out of breath and being super tired are not that they're new things for me. I was never athletic or anything to begin with, but it's always a surprise when I'm like breathing heavily just from sitting up and sitting down. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to packing, and then if I do pick up some knitting or something, I'll just catch you up on it. And if the lighting's bad, it's because it's I mean, it's only 3 something-ish, but it's a bit cloudy today, so we'll see. And then tomorrow, yeah, I don't know how many times I'm gonna, what the rate, like the frequency of these, this weird vlogmas, weekly vlogmas thing will be. Maybe every 3 days, 4 to 5 days, I'm not sure. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna get to packing now. See ya. Hello again. So remember how I said that I was gonna film? It's been 2 days since that last clip. Didn't really film anything. I've just been super busy shipping out orders and stuff. I'm planning on going to Tokyo for me and Tim are planning on going to Tokyo for about 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. So I wanted to ship everything out before then, just so things aren't hanging over my head when I come back. So all I've been doing is working. I also had a doctor's appointment, went well, shipped out a bunch of stuff. So I haven't filmed anything, and it's been pretty just boring these past couple of days. So yeah, which is why I'm back. I'm wearing my Udo by Besh, if you're wondering. It got really cold like yesterday. It's in the low 40s now, so pretty cold. I'm wearing heat tech and sweaters all day every day now, which is nice. So we're planning on heading out to Tokyo on Sunday. Today it is Friday, the 3rd, December 3rd. And I thought that since I haven't filmed much, that maybe it would be nice to show you some of my whips. So that next time when I have like a full podcast episode, I won't have to talk about them so much. Or some of them, one of them hopefully will be done by then. So yeah, so let me start. First off, if you are not subscribed, if you have bought my Yokai countdown calendar and you don't want to see spoilers, I don't have the yarn balls with me that I wound up, but I do have like a little whip here. So if you don't want to see that, I'll go ahead and put like a timestamp, I guess, here, so that you could just skip over to that and you don't have to see this. So I currently have day 1 and day 2 of my Big Little Yarn Co. Yokai countdown. And let me just untangle it. So I have a great, not a great, I have like a great aspirations for a stripy granny blanket. This will be my third attempt. So third time's the charm, right? So I really want to make a granny stripe blanket with my countdown calendar. I just think it's a really cool idea for, I was trying to figure out what to make, and it was either that or like a sweater or a cardigan. I don't usually wear like super brightly colored things, and I really wanted something that incorporated all of the different colors, and so I thought granny stripe blanket would be perfect. I've attempted it many times before, but here goes nothing. So I cast it on. Is this little baby blanket. So I cast it on with the day 1, which is Oni. So it's like that reddish, well, maybe I think this side. So I'm trying to make it as scrappy as possible. So here's the Oni part. And then I also have some of the day 2 bits in here. So this row is day 2, which is Nue. So it's like the yellowish blue bit here. So I want it to be a scrappy looking stripy blanket. I don't really want it to be like rows of stripes. So which is why I've incorporated 2 different colorways within this one. And I actually want to, so I've also started on the second row here, but I'm waiting on day 3. So today I'm gonna continue on with day 3 and maybe like about a third of the way, and then use day 2 for the rest. So I'm just gonna keep going, make it scrappy as possible. But yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how that goes. Oh, if you're curious, this is day 3. This is Kappa. And my countdown calendar, if you're not familiar, is a 25-day countdown to whatever holiday you want to count down to. I did it for Christmas, but whatever floats your boat. But the theme is yokai, Japanese yokai monsters. So every day is based off of a different Japanese yokai. So like this was Oni, this is Nue, and then day 3 is Kappa. So yeah, so that is going. So we have that. I'm not planning on bringing this to Tokyo though, just because it's blanket. I don't really want to work on it there. So yeah, it's definitely like an at-home thing. I am planning on taking time off rest of December and January, so hopefully I get plenty done during that time. For the hook, I just got this from Daiso, which is a hyakuen shop, like a dollar store type of thing, and I'm just using a 3mm, in case you're curious, a 3mm hook, holding it single. And instead of so I'm not a crocheter, so I don't really know crochet lingo, but instead of doing a treble, like 3 trebles, I think that's what you call it, I did 3 double stitches. So they're a little shorter, just because I wanted the holes, like the holes in between, to not be as large. I wanted it a little more compact. So yeah, that's how it's going. That's one whip. Second whip is something that I'm ferociously working on because I want it done before Tokyo, which is day after tomorrow. But I am knitting myself some mitts, and I should have written down what exactly. Sorry, my computer here. Sorry, let me just look it up. Should have written notes or something before I started. So I have a bunch of leftover unspun Swedish wool from Ullcentrum. I made my Alden pullover maybe you could put a picture, my Alden pullover out of it, and I have a bunch of it left, so I was trying to figure out what to do with it. And I had mittens last year that I just bought, like store-bought mittens, but I lost them. I don't know where they went. So I looked online on Ravelry and I found these mitts patterns. They're called Moorland Mittens by Tania Barley, and it calls for Newton yarn, but I'm saving mine. Can you see mine? Oh no, it's hidden away. You can kind of see it poking right there. But I have some Newton yarn that I got, but I'm saving it for some sweaters that I want to knit. So I decided to just use these leftover plates. So you hold it double, and it's just regular mitts. So this one is the right hand, and then it kind of has like this like branching leaf motif on the top, and there's an option for fingerless gloves or mitts. I'm planning on making them convertible, so my plan is to knit the fingerless gloves and then pick up and knit the mitt part over it so that it could be a convertible version. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't really like making one and then finishing it and having to like cast on another one. So I've been just kind of going back and forth. So I went all the way up to I just finished all the thumb increases for the right side. Stopped at that point, and so now I'm on the left, and I just started. So I got a long way to go, but I did get this much done like in a few hours. So I feel like if I double down on it, rest of tonight and tomorrow, maybe I could probably finish it, hopefully. But yeah, so that is that. Hopefully I could show you the finished object next time. But I'm working on that. And before I was working on that, I casted this on. This is the Be Thankful cardigan by, let me look it up. Be Thankful cardigan by Lily Kate France. Maria of Woollen Forest Knits is doing a knit along, just like a casual knit along. I wasn't planning on casting this on, but I saw one of her podcasts and she was talking about it, and I saw the pattern and I just immediately knew exactly what yarn I had in my stash that would work perfectly with the pattern, that kind of thing. So I went ahead and decided to join. So I haven't been working on this one just because I've been working on the mittens. I don't know how to show you this, it's such a difficult. So it's a bottom up. So I did the bottom ribbing. There are increases. So it's kind of like a shaped like this. There's waist increases, I guess you could say, because they're not decreases. There's increases that go along the selvage here, and then this is the right front. Super hard to show, but yeah, this is the right front. And then there's like a V-neck type of opening here. So I still have to work on the left front and also the back. But I got this. This is knit with worsted weight yarn. And I got like pretty much all of this done in one day. It knits up so fast because I usually knit with fingering weight. And so, yeah, I'm excited to get back to this once I'm done with the mitts. So there's that. And then, oh, I do have a sock project, but it's all the way downstairs. And I get too tired walking up and down the stairs now, too, sorry. But maybe I could put a picture up or something. I think I did like put up a story of it just recently, so picture here. I am also knitting on a pair of just regular cuff down socks. I'll probably be working on that mostly in Tokyo, I want to say. I don't want to bring too much because I am planning to buy some yarn there. So that'll probably be my main whip that I bring, and I do want to bring probably one more thing just in case I finish it. I'm not quite sure what I want to bring yet. Another sock project, maybe. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. Probably another sock project, but so there's that. Hopefully, maybe starting tomorrow, I can start filming more. I'm not really planning on doing anything tomorrow though. These vlogmases are, I always want to do these vlogmases, but honestly, I don't really go out. I don't really do much. I'm just, if I have free time, I'm knitting, you know. So yeah, I'll catch you up tomorrow if anything fibery or fun happens. So I'm going to now make this into a ball, and then I also have these, maybe, do you want to see it? I also have these Grenouille & Co. Is that Grenouille fibers? Steph and I did a trade for our countdown boxes, and I originally bought it for like from her when the boxes dropped, but she messaged me and wanted to do a trade, which was so nice of her. And oh my gosh, it is so good. I would show it to you, but I don't know. I don't think yeah, I'm just gonna show it. Hold on. So these are the first 3 days. Timestamp if you want to skip. This is the Grenouille & Co. Advent. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. I'm planning on making the DAA cardigan, the Don't Ask Again cardigan, by oh shoot, sorry, I should have written all this down. Let's see, by Isabel Kramer. Yeah, thought I knew her name. Don't Ask Again cardigan by Isabel Kramer. It's like this thin striped cardigan. Maybe I'll put a photo, but a thin striped cardigan that I'm planning on just using those stripes for each of these. I'm just gonna eyeball it, see what I like, go with the flow, and yeah. So the day 1 color is so pretty. Day 1 color is lavender. So pretty. I love it. And then day 2. So she also mixes up like different standard colorways, and this is her lamp black, which I was eyeing before. I've never gotten the chance to like purchase it, so I'm so happy I have this to stripe with. This will be great for stripes. And then day 3 is the Three Sisters colorway, and then there's also a stitch marker here. Super pretty. So yeah, I'm gonna ball these all up, and it's gonna be really hard not to cast on that cardigan. I think I'm gonna cast on this Don't Ask Again cardigan after I come back from Tokyo, because then I'll have at least, I think I come back on the 8th, so I'll have 8 colors to just kind of work with and stripe, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. And also I need to work on the mitts, so yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Sorry if this weird vlogmas video stuff is boring, but we'll see. the next time I see you, I'll either be just talking to you again like this, but it'll be pre-Tokyo, or yeah, I think I'll include the Tokyo stuff with this video, and it'll just be one really long movie for you to watch. So yeah, I hope that'll be fun. At least I'm going to Tokyo, right? So that you have that to look forward to. So see you then. Bye. Hi everyone. It is the next day. I'm about to eat lunch now, but I wanted to update you on my mitten knitting. So since I'm making it a convertible version, I just used the instructions for the fingerless gloves for now. I also made like a purl ridge right before the ribbing started so that I could pick it up a bit easier. So my plan is to pick this up and then cast on the remaining stitches so that you could like flip it up and down. But yeah, so one's almost done. I'm just working on the thumb now, and then once that's done I'm gonna go ahead and start on the other one, which is somewhere around here. But yeah, I'm just in bed watching knitting podcasts all day. It's a nice day off, so yeah, nice and cozy. So I'm gonna go make lunch now. Yep, see ya. Hello, I'm back. We didn't just get back, but we got back from Tokyo yesterday morning. And we just chilled out for the entire day, rested up because Tim's got work today. So I wanted to show you what I got from Tokyo. So it's a pretty big haul. I thought that would be a little better to fit it into this video versus having it in another separate podcast video, just because I feel like whatever podcast video I'm gonna film is gonna be super long, and it's gonna be super long if I include all of the stuff that I got from there. So hold on, let me open up my bag. So I did get quite a few things. So I went to Tokyo knowing that I was gonna get a bunch of stuff, so I did save up a little bit. It was a bit of like a mini baby moon, mini my birthday. My birthday is was the end of November, November 28th, so I kind of held off on any birthday celebrations until we got to Tokyo, just so that I could go all out and not feel too guilty about it. But yeah, I did get a bunch of stuff. I guess, well, first let me show you some whips and stuff that I brought. So I brought a couple things. Well, first I finished, so this is an FO actually. These are the Hoarfrost mittens. Let me look it up. My computer's right here. Let me see here. I'm just making up names. It's the Moorland mittens. The Moorlands by Tania Barley. So I knitted this in 2 days because I used to have mittens, store-bought mittens that I would use a lot. Gets really cold here in Japan, especially with the wind chill. So definitely not as cold as some places do, but cold for me. So I was looking for those, couldn't find it. So I was like, you know what, let's make some mittens I can knit. So I made these, again, Moorland mittens by Tania Barley. These are actually, technically, there's instructions for the full length or the fingerless versions. So there's 2 instructions, but I kind of did my own thing and made them convertible because this is too cold. Just this would be too cold, and with this I can't use my phone or anything. So like, I knew if I was in Tokyo I'd be wanting to sorry, I'm trying to look at the camera here, but I keep forgetting. So I know that in Tokyo I would be using Google Maps, using my phone a ton, so I needed my fingers. So all I did was just follow the instructions for the fingerless, and then just like finished it as you would. Except for the thumb I used the full length version, and then I just picked up stitches and just finished off the tip. So yeah, these worked out really well. They're super warm. They're made from Unspun Swedish wool from Ullcentrum. I'm not sure how to say it. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's my leftovers from I said it before I left. It's the leftovers from a sweater I made. So yeah, I finished these right before we left. So these are perfect. And then also I brought and knitted a bit on just a basic pair of vanilla socks. These are just like not a pattern, but like a stitch pattern that I made up. Just slip stitches and like garter. And these are with using my Kiki's delivery service colorways, Town with the Ocean View from my Ghibli collection. They're from the June set. And then this is the contrast heel. And then gonna do contrast toes. But yeah, I just turned the heel and I'm decreasing on the gusset. And I do 2 at a time because I can't be bothered to knit things twice. So I was just knitting on this on the train and stuff while I was there. So yeah, that's that. And then also I had a little bit of knitting time at the hotel when we would rest because I needed to take lots of rest because I'm pregnant and I don't have the same amount of energy that I used to do. So this is my current like relaxing but still concentrating on something kind of knit. So it's still small. It is the, I'm just not gonna say the name until I know for sure. It's called Coffee at the Grand by Leslie Ann Robinson. She makes the coolest brioche shawls, and so I just chose one. I got let me show you. I got this Hedgehog Fibers fade kit, the Potluck Colors fade kit. So I'm using that, but not really using it as a fade. I'm using this as like a contrast color in between these two. So that is in here, and that is living in my Love Stitch bag from Tiara. She is another podcaster, YouTuber, Instagrammer. She makes lovely project bags, and she is my friend. And also she started to dye her own yarn, so you should check that out. I just pre-ordered some from her first updates. I'm super excited to knit with it, and also bought some more project bags because she has like the best taste in fabric. Like, she just gets me. And then also she's also made me this a while back, I think last year. She made this for me, so nice. So I have like a prototype of hers. So yeah, I love that. So I took that with me, and I was knitting on it a little bit, but not too much because I was just tired. So yeah, that's my whips / 1FO. So yeah, let me get to the acquisitions because it's a good amount of stuff. It's not a ton, but it's a bit. So crinkling alert, sorry. Over there so it doesn't crinkle. So the first stop that I went to was this yarn shop called Avril. And Avril is a bit different from a regular yarn shop because they have their own yarns, but they all are, I don't want to say all of them are one ply, but most of them are one ply because what you can do is take those different plies and make your own yarn. So if you wanted like a marled yarn, you could get like a black and a white and mix them together to make your own marled yarns. And they also have like fun like pom-pommy yarns and different textures that you could play around with. So it's a really cool shop to go to in Tokyo. They used to have, or they do have a shop in Kyoto as well, which is closer to me, but I can, each time I have time to go, they're closed. I think they're closed on like Wednesdays or something. So which is kind of like me and Tim's weekend, because that's on his, those are his days off from work. So I went to the one in Tokyo because I wanted to try it out. So I got this. So as you can see, it's like marled. Let's see. It's quite thin. Can you see that? Not sure. But there's one gray strand and one like navy blue strand. The gray is 100% silk. The blue is cotton. And I'm planning on making the Timolai sweat cardigan. It's a cardigan that uses really lightweight, light fingering weight yarn. So I was kind of looking for something super thin, and it's just like a summer cardigan, and I think this will be perfect. And I have a big cone of it now, so I'm pretty sure this is enough. You pay by the 10 gram, so for each of them. So it does add up a bit, especially if you want to use wools and stuff like that, which is why I got a cotton silk blend. It's a little bit more budget friendly. So yeah, this is my first haul. Put this here. Let's see. And then after that, let's see. After that, we had like a day where I didn't go to any yarn shops because some places are open on certain days, some places aren't. So none of the yarn shops I wanted to go to were open on a Monday. So they were all closed, so we did other stuff that day. On Tuesday, I went to Walnut Tokyo. They used to have a Walnut Kyoto as well, but they've closed indefinitely. I'm not sure if they've like closed or if they're just closed due to the pandemic. But so Walnut, if you don't know, Walnut is the yarn shop that's connected with the Amirisu magazine. So I went there because they have their own yarn, and they also have a bunch of yarn from around the world. And so I would. They do have like an online store that you could just buy from, but I didn't want to pay for shipping, so I just kind of like saved up what I wanted until I got there. So the first thing that I got is, I knew I wanted to get their parade yarn. I've knit with it before. I've knit with it once before to make the prototype for my Ridge Crest pullover, which is my only pattern that I have out on Ravelry. It's very old and kind of, honestly, I'm like pretty, not embarrassed about it, but like, I don't know, it was my first pattern, so I feel like it could be better, but maybe I should rewrite it or something. But I knit with parade yarn before, and it was so nice to knit with. It's, let me just show you really quick. So last time I got like a gray, I don't remember the colorway name for that one, but this is this very rich dark blue, and it's called Oxford. It is a fingering weight, 60% cotton, 20% silk, 10% linen. 60% wool, 20% cotton, 10% silk, 10% linen. So wool, cotton, silk, and linen. So it's this really nice, soft, drapey yarn, and it's all spun and dyed in Japan. So this is their own line. They have a few lines, but this is by far my favorite. So I got a few skeins of this to make myself another cardigan, probably. Yeah, I love the color. And I chose Oxford because Tim and I, we used to have a vintage furniture shop, online furniture shop in LA, and it was called Oxford Patina. So Oxford. So this was the first thing I grabbed when I got there. Sorry, I'm trying to find places to put all this stuff. Let me take a drink. And then another thing I grabbed was Biche et Bouche Le Petit Lamb's Wool. Y'all probably have seen this in many places millions of times, but this is Biche et Bouche Le Petit Lamb's Wool. I got enough for a sweater quantity with this, like as a color work yoke type of thing. I'm not sure which pattern, but I just really love this. I have used this before as well to knit Tim a beanie, and I really loved using it, so I've always wanted to come back to it. That was like, I think I bought that from La Vie en May when we visited Paris during our honeymoon, so it was a while back, so maybe like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So I'm glad I have sweater quantity now. So it'll be a nice, like, simple autumnal sweater. Just totally me. So I got that. Let's see. Ooh, and then something new to me that you all probably, I mean, we've all seen this. Oy. It's the Ulysse by Durham Natura. Y'all know what it is. You've seen it probably. Everyone's been talking about it. Everyone loves it, so I gotta try it. So I got myself another sweater quantity with another colorwork yoke. I realized later that these look really similar. I guess I had a vibe going on at the shop. I kind of just grabbed a sweater quantity and put it to the side and didn't really realize what's what, but I don't know, I just really love this like warm gray. Not a cool gray, a warm gray. This is just a lighter version of that. It's similar but not the same, so it's fine. But yeah, so and then I got this plummy color. Oh, and then the names of these, you know, I'm not sure how to say it, so here's this one. This is the gray, and then I know this Merlot. It's this really nice plummy purple. So yeah, super excited to knit some kind of colorwork sweater with it. Yeah, it's like just feeling it. It feels really light and airy, but also at the same time warm. So I'm super excited to knit with this. And then what else did I get? I also got, I was going to pre-order this, but then I realized I was going to Tokyo, so I ended up just buying it at the store, so I didn't have to pay for shipping. But this is the Mittens magazine, their newest issue, and I honestly love every single design in here. I especially love this one, this all over colorwork cardigan, super pretty. And then I'm thinking for the biche et bouche for this guy, or for these guys, I think I want to make this. Orlan is so talented at making these beautiful colorwork yokes, and yeah, I think it would be really pretty. So that's the plan, at least for these. This one I'm not quite sure yet. I'm sure I'll think of something, but yeah, it's a really beautiful issue. And I think I have like I have another sweater quantity of worsted weight yarn in my stash that would be really pretty with this. So yeah, I'm super excited to knit something out of this. So I got that. I also picked up wool wash, because you need wool wash. This is eucalyptus scent. I had like a big jug of it in the US, couldn't bring it here, so I've just been washing my knits with shampoo. So this will be nice. So I got that. We also went to Shimokitaza, which is a district in Tokyo where there's a lot of like vintage stores and things like that. But there's also a shop there called Puppy, and Puppy is a Japanese yarn brand. So they sell their own puppy yarn, and also they sell Rowan and other bigger kind of commercial brands, but I just wanted to check them out. I haven't knit with their stuff before, so I just wanted to go see. I didn't really have a plan, and then when I got there, it was a bit small, a small shop, and I don't really want to buy just to buy, but I did want to have like a little souvenir for it, so I got this little lace weight ball of yarn, and it's their So Puppy is this brand here, and this is their new 3-ply that just says 100% wool. It's made in Japan. And I was thinking for this one, so I knit these gloves, but I still have a good amount left. I don't have enough for a sweater, enough unspun wool for a sweater, and I don't need any more gloves, and I think it's too itchy for like a scarf or a shawl. Yeah, it's a bit too itchy for me. So instead, I am planning on making my friend Natasha's sock pattern that I can't remember the name of right now. I'm sorry. I had it saved. Sorry, Natasha, if you're watching. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of it. Forest Trail Socks. Forest Trail Socks by Natasha, and her Instagram handle is Northern Knits and Pearls. She also has a YouTube video podcast. She's super sweet, super kind. She's back at school right now, so she's a bit busy, so she hasn't been uploading as many episodes as she used to, but she has a good backlog if you want to go check her out. So she has these socks called the Forest Trail Socks, and she makes wonderful patterns, by the way. And she so she has these Forest Trail Socks. They use one fingering and one lace weight together. And so I was thinking for her sample, she used unspun wool as well, and I really like that. It's like a bit slipper like, because it gets really cold in the house during the winter, so I needed a lace weight to hold it together with, so I thought this would be good. It'll probably look marled because the grays are a little different, not too different, but yeah, a little different. So that'll be fun, just a quick DK weight sock project for the winter. So I got that, and then the last thing I got, so I went to this yarn shop called Unspun, and I've never heard of this shop before. It was new to me, and I found it while I was looking around for different yarn shops to go to in Tokyo. But they have their own yarn line. This is their business card. Unspun. It's so cute. Their logo is this sheep, like that. So they have their own yarn lines. They have maybe like 5 or 6 different types of yarns, and then they're all super cute. They all packages super cutely. They all have it caked up already for you in a ball, which is great. So I was looking to see what I would want, because I already got so many sweater quantities. I didn't really know what else to get. I didn't want to get something just to get it, but something that I feel like everybody makes at least once. Every knitter makes at least once is the Renenclaw sweater by Midori Hirose. And for that pattern, you could use a lot of different weights of yarn, a lot of different types of yarn to make different, like, it's just one pattern, but I feel like it's so versatile and everybody makes such different sweaters out of it. So anyways, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking I would make that. So I bought these. Again, it's light gray. I don't know, I had like a light gray moment in Tokyo. Now that I think about it, they're all light gray. I feel like it just matches with everything, which is why I get it. Especially if it's a sweater, because you can't layer other colorful things on top of it, kind of. So I don't know, that's just me. So this is their I got enough for the Red and Clove sweater. This is the PAO, P-A-O line, which is a 100% Mongolian cashmere, I believe. Their yarn balls don't say exactly what it is, which is kind of sad. It just has their logo on it. I wish it had the info so I could look at it, but I'm not sure anymore what the yardage or anything is. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, 100% Mongolian cashmere. It was actually pretty affordable just because it was so thin. I'm planning on holding two together to make a light fingering again and doing like a light cashmere run and close, which will be fun. I think it would be really pretty with like the lace yoke motif that she's got going on there. So yeah, it's my last bit. Yeah, so I've got so much yarn. Like, sometimes I find myself looking at yarn anyways on Instagram and stuff. You just see so much of it, but I think about how much yarn that I have, and I feel like I'm like good. I'm good for now. I will have so much fun with all the stuff I have. I don't really need anything else. But I mean, that doesn't mean no to yarn, but yeah, I'm probably gonna slow down after this. So yeah, that is what I got in Tokyo. I hope that this video was not boring or long or weird or disjointed, because I started it so quick, like abruptly, and I feel like I didn't really have too much to do. I'm probably gonna keep filming like this for the next week again or so, because it's been a little over a week now. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if it's a vlogmas, this December episode. And I'll see you next time. Yeah. Let me know what you're working on, how you're doing, because it's been a while. So I think I checked, it's been 4 months. So let me know how you all are doing. Let me know what you're knitting on or crocheting on or what you're making. Hopefully I will film some more during this coming week. So yeah, hope you enjoyed.